Now, let's talk about 4chan. What is 4chan? How does it work? 4chan. 4chan is an image board and message board where people share memes and text messages. 4chan is quite famous on the internet as the home of edgy content. We're talking about politically incorrect posts, you name it. I mention it here because 4chan can be a very powerful source of traffic. By the last count, it gets around 20 million visitors. The same rules for Reddit apply to 4chan, although when you ask a typical 4chan user, they hate Reddit users. These two communities are quite similar when it comes to their attitude to spam. So, if you're thinking of sharing a page with a lot of ads on it, don't do it. You're probably going to regret it because 4chan is also the home of a lot of hoaxes as well as online activists. Consider yourself warned. Pro. If you share really valuable content and you focus more on raising awareness, 4chan can be a very powerful tool. If the content you share raises awareness instead of actively pushing a specific product, your content may get traction. Con. While 4chan can deliver quite a bit of traffic, you really have to be especially careful regarding the content you share. Otherwise, your content might be mischaracterized, and you might get really abusive users to your site. Make sure you post content that truly delivers solid value. Niche-specific forums. These message boards are focused on the niche that you specialize in. You have to post content that fits the existing discussions in these forums. You can't just randomly come up with a thread and then talk about your website, trying to get people to your site. That's not going to work. You're going to get banned if you do that. You have to build credibility first. This means you have to become an active participant in the forum. Maybe you should ask a lot of questions at first. Later on, you can graduate to answering a lot of other people's questions. Once people get used to you, then you can start sharing third-party content. If you don't encounter any flack, then you can start sharing some of your content mixed in with third-party content. That's how you play the game. You don't just share all your content all the time. That's not going to work. Pro. The great thing about niche-specific forums is you get niche-specific traffic. These are people who are already interested in your niche. They're more likely to convert. Con. It can take quite a bit of time and effort to build enough credibility for people not to oppose you when you post on niche-specific forums. It also takes quite a bit to get used to because different forums have different personalities and cultures. There are some websites on the internet that enables users to answer questions while other users post questions. These community platforms are very useful, especially when it comes to highly specialized information. I've listed two of the biggest examples of these platforms, but there are actually quite a number of them online. Yahoo Answers. At Yahoo Answers, people post questions and then other users can post answers. You can get traffic from Yahoo Answers if you have a level 3 account because you can post a link along with your answer. Pro. Very targeted traffic. You can look for open questions that are directly related to your content's niche or your affiliate product's niche category. By answering those questions, you can link to content that promotes affiliate products. Con. If you abuse this platform, you can get banned quickly. Moreover, it takes some time to get to level 3. You have to spend quite a bit of time and effort answering questions and getting selected as the best answer for you to get to that level. Also, questions close, so if enough time passes, the question isn't available for new answers. Quora. This system operates pretty much the same way as Yahoo Answers except for two key differences. First, the questions never close, so even if a question has been posted 3 years ago, you can still post a fresh answer to it. Second, you don't have to have an advanced account for you to post a link. Quora is growing really fast and has actually overtaken Yahoo Answers. Still, if you're abusive, your account can get banned. It's not uncommon for people who keep posting the same link over and over again to get their accounts deleted and all their links removed. Pro. Quora has a huge reach. It is actually one of the bigger websites on the internet. You can pretty much find all sorts of questions related to a range of niches. By doing extensive research on this platform, you can find all questions related to your niche. These questions also don't close, so even if you just find a question that's been around for a while, you can still submit your answer. It also rewards answers by popularity. If enough people upvote the answer, you can get a lot more views for your answer. Con. One disadvantage of Quora is that sometimes it masks its traffic. You don't know for sure where the traffic is coming from. Your competitors might downvote your answer. Moreover, people can be quite touchy in certain niches regarding promotions. So if they think that you're spamming, your post might get reported. Step 2. Pick the winning ad. Pick the best traffic producer at the end of your test period. Deactivate everything else and sticks with the winning ad. Step 3. Do element by element optimization. Change the winning ad element by element. Start with the headline. Make 5 different versions of the ad, each with different headlines. Run your campaign again and see which of these variations generates the most traffic. Deactivate the rest, and then take the winning headline and see if you can come up with a tweak that would increase its conversion rate. Run the variations again and pick the winner. Keep repeating this until you cannot improve the click-through and conversion rate of the ad. Move on to the ad's picture. Run the same ad, but with 5 different pictures and repeat this process again. At the end of this process, you would be able to identify the best performing ad because you have optimized all its elements, starting from the headline, to the picture, to the description, to even the link. Step 4. Scale up your ad buys. Once you have identified your winning ad which converts at a predictable level, ramp up your budget and let her rip. Google AdWords. The secret to Google AdWords is to find the keyword and key phrase targets that have high intent. In other words, just by reading these keywords, you can tell that the people typing them into Google really want to buy. Grab as many of these high-intent keywords as possible. Drive them all to your landing page. Make sure your AdWords and analytics accounts are linked. This should be enough to help you track which keywords produce the most clicks to your landing page. After this point, you're going to run conversion tests. Step 1. Pick the highest center keywords. Step 2. Customize your landing page. Keep changing your landing page so it converts at an optimal rate. Create completely different landing pages and use them for all the keywords that are working. Let the test run for a week or 2. Step 3. Come up with variations of your winning landing page. Come up with variations of your winning landing page, on an element-by-element basis. Start with a headline, then the body, graphics, and call to action. With each test, come up with different variations. Pick the winning variation that converts the most, and once you cannot improve an element's results any further, move on to the next element. Step 4. Increase your daily budget. Scale up the amount of traffic you get from Google because you know that you're going to be able to convert it at a certain point. Content-based ad traffic. With this form of traffic conversion, you drive traffic to your content site. Once there, they can see ad graphics or they can see text links. When they click, they see the affiliate offer that you are promoting. Pretty straightforward. It doesn't matter whether they click on a picture or a link, they end up at the offer. When you're using content, you have to be proactive in customizing your content, so it converts your traffic to the highest levels. Here are just 3 that are great at pulling traffic from the internet, and also converting them. Clickbait using scam or fraud alerts. People don't like to be ripped off. Accordingly, when people hear about a hot, new program or a hot, new product, they want to know if that offer is trustworthy. Many would enter the name of the product and the word fraud, scam, or review at the end. Because people who enter that information are usually interested in buying, but they just want more information so they can decide whether to go through with their decision or not. When you create specialized content that appeals to those people, you may not get as much traffic, but the traffic you get will be highly qualified. Even if you are not selling the particular offer they are researching, you can offer content that gives them information, and then directs them to the offer that you are promoting. This operates on a bait-and-switch type of model but uses credible content. Never underestimate the power of fear. Clickbait for social media promoted blog posts. Use text-heavy header graphics which grab attention. The title of your posts must get people to click through. Newsjacking. Find a tight correlation between late-breaking high-interesting news and your niche. You can get quite a bit of traffic with this method, especially from news websites and social media. Your content ads must be news-specific as well. Email list marketing. You have to use the variation, testing, winner selection, and variation technique I've mentioned in the opening of this video. You're going to have to use it across the board. When you do email list marketing, you actually need to optimize 5 things: your freebie, your squeeze page, the headlines of the emails you send out, their content body, and your call to action. You might also want to optimize the offers you promote in your emails. Review content. Optimization. Run trial and error testing for your title. Come up with many different variations, pick the winner, and come up with more variations, until you get a lot of people reading or dwelling on your content. Your metric for success here involves click-throughs as well as dwell time. Next, optimize the format of your review content. Pay attention to how you set it up, and then come up with different versions of how your review is set up. Maybe review different products. See if this format change has an impact on ad click-throughs as well as ad conversions. Once you have a clear understanding of which format work, Use that format for your whole site and see if that improves conversions all around. Keep making variations until you find one that works at a predictable rate. Video content optimization. To optimize the video content, you have to target as many different keywords that are related to your niche. There is much software packages out there that enable you to create custom videos quickly and cheaply. You basically feed this video certain pieces of content, and then you can switch different elements like your voiceovers, sound effects and graphics. The videos are still talking roughly about the same subject, but there are enough changes in the video for YouTube to not ban it. Avoid uploading the same video over and over again to YouTube with different keyword targets, because you're spamming that keyword. Your account might get banned and you're not going to make any money. Target as many different keywords for your niche using videos and see which ones get the most views. Once you have identified keywords that get the most views or the most traffic, come up with better videos for them. Next, you're going to use different titles and descriptions for your video, and see if this increases click-through view rates as well as click-through rates on your link. Make sure to stick to videos that send traffic that actually converts. Also, you may want to change the offer in your videos. Maybe instead of using a direct link to the affiliate product you're promote your squeeze page instead. See which approach leads to better conversions. The key to affiliate marketing success in 2023 and beyond. The key to affiliate marketing success in 2023 and beyond is to focus on what works. Do a lot of experiments with traffic sources and conversion tools. But at the end of the day, you need to identify what works, optimize it so it converts at the highest predictable time possible, and then scale it up. In other words, do more of it, get more of that type of traffic, and produce more of that type of conversion tool. You should also optimize by changing your offers to ensure that you present an offer that converts at the highest predictable level. Diversification is crucial. Nowhere in this training do I say that you should just stick to one method. At the very least, you should stick to maybe 3 to 5 methods. This way, you will always have a backup if your preferred method, for some reason or another, falls apart. In this game, nothing lasts forever. So do yourself a big favor, and make sure that you always have backup sources of traffic for your conversion tools. Always remember to optimize. Optimization is a never-ending process. Don't think that just because you are able to convert at a certain percentage you're stuck there. There's always room for improvement. The only question is how much time you have for it. But once you have set up a stable system and you have many different conversion tools all set up and they're producing trickles of cash, optimize all of them. Scale up. Many little streams of revenue add up to a big river. Scale up in terms of volume, or scale up in terms of conversions. Whatever the case may be, you need to scale up. If this means that you're going to have to create many more websites with each of them making a small trickle of cash, go for it. However, if you feel that your time is better spent building fewer sites with higher conversion rates, go down that route. Whatever the case may be, make your decision and stick to it. Guest posts. Do a search for blogs that focus on your niche. Go through their content to see if they publish guest posts. Make sure you reach out only to niche-targeted blogs that publish guest posts. Pro, you get much targeted direct traffic. People are not going to waste their time clicking on your link if they are not interested in what you had to say on your guest post. This increases the likelihood that people who click through your guest post's link are actually in your target audience. You also get to benefit from the existing credibility of the third-party blog. If that blog actually already gets quite a bit of traffic, this can translate to a nice flow of direct traffic from your contributed post. Con. The more credible or authoritative the third-party blog, the harder it is to get published there. You have to do blogger outreach correctly. You also have to invest quite a bit of time and effort producing the right content that they would want to publish. Comments. In most blog posts, people can comment. If people like your comment, they can click on the link contained in your post. Bloggers are very protective of their comments section and content. You have to post real comments. These must enrich the discussion the community is having regarding the blog post you're commenting on. Otherwise, people are going to think your comment is spam. Pro. If done right, blog commenting will not only produce direct traffic to your site, but it can also make you credible in your niche. People can sit up and pay attention to your authority because you've 56 demonstrated your knowledge and expertise and the quality of your comments. This can open a lot of doors. People may want you to contribute a blog post or interview. Con. People can be very touchy on blog comments. Don't be surprised if your comment gets taken down or your account gets blocked. Furthermore, if you abuse your blog comment privileges, Don't be surprised if other influential bloggers in your niche start to boycott your site. Regardless of the traffic technique you have selected for your particular traffic conversion tool, you need to know how to optimize them. You can't just set them up and forget them. That is a surefire way to get mediocre results, assuming you get any results at all. You have to optimize. The name of the game, when it comes to modern affiliate marketing, is not only to drive traffic, but to select the best source and optimize it to convert at a predictable level. If you're not doing this, you are playing the game to lose. Here are some ideas for you to chew on so you can come up with your own customized optimization strategies that fit your set of circumstances. Optimization basics. Here are the basic steps for optimizing online traffic. This is pretty general because it is designed to cover as many different types of traffic as possible. You have to modify them to fit the specific type of traffic you're trying to optimize. Step number 1. Discover what works. The first thing that you need to do is to lay out as many different traffic generation systems and pick the ones that work. These are the ones that actually deliver traffic. Pick the top 5 traffic producers, or, if you have a lot of time to spare, the top 10. Step number 2. Do more of what works. Concentrate on your top 5 or 10 traffic sources. Either saturate these or find others similar to them and draw traffic from those other platforms. Do more of what works. Step number 3. Come up with variations. Come up with different content or different ways of getting traffic from your tried and proven sources. Mix it up. Come up with variations of your traffic generation techniques. Track the results with each variation. Step number 4. Pick variations that improve results. After giving yourself enough time, it should be clear which variations work, assuming there are any. Pick the top 3 variations and forget about the rest. Step number 5. Keep improving on your variations. Try to level up the traffic variations that you've got going and come up with new variations. Again, this all boils down to effective tracking. You're trying to keep modifying what you're doing to pick the most efficient and effective traffic generation method. Step number 6. Use an element-by-element approach, not total change when making variations. Vary one element at a time. For example, if you're buying traffic using ads on Facebook, don't just swap out the ad totally. Start with changing the headline. Once you have experienced enough of an improvement, then move on to the picture that you're using. Then after that, change the summary link or the description. Whatever the case may be, make changes on an element-by-element basis instead of swapping out the whole thing at one time. If you do wholesale changes, you wouldn't know which change accounted for the improvement in performance. You need to do element-by-element modifications so you can pinpoint which change turbocharged your results. Keep optimizing each element until you can't get any more improvements, then you move on to the next element to see if that can improve your results some more. Eventually, you would reach a point where the whole ad or the whole traffic generation method is optimized. Scale up your activities on your optimized traffic sources. What follows are optimization strategies customized for the different traffic methods discussed in the previous videos. Facebook ads. Step number 1. Do multiple test buys. Run maybe 5 different ads. These must look different from each other, use different texts, and go to different URLs. Keep in mind that these URLs are different versions of the same page that you are promoting. The URLs are different because they are tracking URLs. Spend very little money at this stage. A $1 daily ad buy per ad is a good idea if you're testing 5 or more ads. Step number 2. Pick the winning ad. Hello, valued subscriber. Turn on the notification bell, so that when we upload a new video it will get to you first. May God bless you as you do so. Thanks. Kindly subscribe, friends, to encourage us. Please don't forget to like our videos, our YouTube channel. Please help us share the video, as much as possible, assist our growth please and please. Bravo, bravo, and bravo. May God bless you all.